The Queen of Hearts is really good fun. This is a ComiColor cartoon from 1934. It's directed by Iwerks, Shamus Culhane, and Eugster. And this one is maybe one of my all-time favourites. I've watched, I think, 20 out of 25 so far, and it's certainly high up there. And I won't spoil it in too much detail, but very simply, the playing cards come to life, including, of course, the Queen of Hearts and the Jack of Hearts and the King and all of the others. And the tiny little hearts are absolutely adorable. And the majority of the cartoon is in the kitchen. And they're all working together to help the Queen of Hearts make some tarts. And as I said, I don't want to say exactly what happens, but it does kind of go along with the traditional nursery rhyme. And it's a really fun concept. Something I've mentioned many times before, and I'm sure I'll mention it again, is that I love cartoons where inanimate objects come to life. Now, this one is slightly different because once the characters come to life, they don't really look like objects anymore. They do look like people. The cards themselves aren't moving. They kind of come to life and break away from the cards, so they just look like people rather than playing cards, if I'm explaining that correctly. You'll see it in the thumbnail probably. And they don't feel like inanimate objects anymore, but it's still the same concept, and I think it works so well. And the design of the kitchen is great. There's a lot of attention to detail, but we get a lot of close-ups of the characters where the backgrounds are not too busy, so it's clear that we can focus on the characters and their actions and the making of the tarts, and then, of course, ultimately what happens there. And I thought it was a tremendous delight. It's really good fun. The characters look wonderful. The animation is beautiful. The pacing is generally really good as well. It's a little slow here and there. There are some bits that I didn't find that entertaining. We could have maybe removed 30, 40 seconds of fluff, but in general, I did really enjoy it. I do have, as I said, I think 4 or 5 more ComiColor cartoons to watch, so I can't quite say this is my favourite, but it's certainly high up there, and time will tell whether or not it gets that number 1 spot. I also can't remember some of the ones very well that I watched a long time ago. But either way, all that being said, The Queen of Hearts is a delightful cartoon, beautifully animated, really fun concept, of course. And if you're a fan of ComiColor and you haven't seen it, certainly check it out. But even if the concept just sounds like it's something that would appeal to you, then I'd say it's most certainly watching. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'd be happy to watch it again.